Hey YouTube, gonna show you guys another rod building tip. This is how to do trim bands, accents, thread accents on your rod. Super easy, super fast way of doing it the right way. Um, you'll need supplies you'll need for this is your typical thread stuff. You got your scissors, a razor blade. I like using an X-Acto knife because it's a finer cut, more precise cut when you have to get close to the threads. Side cutters, an old brush. I already pulled the threads out. Use this for epoxies. You get these at Walmart. I think 30 pack for like 99 cents. They do just fine for putting epoxies on, but that's another video. Now, a lot of people use masking tape to wrap around the rod to help with trim bands. I'm going to show you how to do it with this hook and loop cable strap and a metal copper wire. This is a copper wire that you see typical in indoor electrical stuff. Doesn't matter what length. You want some length to be able to wrap this around your rod. And all this is for is to just get quicker wraps. Let's show you how to do it. All right, first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your brush, your old brush handle from one there, and take your side cutters, and you're going to cut right about where that grip is. I guess they use that so the thread doesn't hit wherever surface it's sitting on. And you're going to keep this piece, this tapered end. This is going to be the key thing for rod wrapping, that trim band. All right, after we did the handle, what we're going to do is we're going to cut off what part of the trim we're going to do. We're going to do 8 trim wraps around here. So I cut off about 12 inches of red metallic for this one. And that's a little, that's a little much, but if we have any extra, we'll put it down the line and use it for something else. So first thing we're going to do with this method, we're going to use that hook strap. We're going to put it through the hole, and we're going to bring it down the rod. I'm not putting it tight yet. And next I'm going to take my my handle. I'm going to put the narrow end towards the wraps that we're going to put this accent on, and we're going to tighten down the strap now. Now we're going to slide everything back towards the reel seat so that it tightens with the taper of the rod. We take our trim band thread that we decided we're going to use, and we're going to put one end away from us, and we're going to put it underneath our stick. And then I'm going to put my finger right here, and I'm going to make a little loop, and I'll bring that down there too. Okay, now I take my trim band and I'm going to run it down. I call it running down the shaft to the end. I'm going to hold it down, and I'm going to do one wrap that I'm not going to count. So I'm going around towards me, coming around, and I'm going to cross over what we just did. Okay, you see that? All right, now I'm going to start counting. No, even though we said 1 here, we're not counting it. So we're going to count from now on. So going towards us, 1. I'm switching from my holding with my index finger to my thumb. Comes around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8. And I'm going to just bunch it up a little bit so it's easier to put this tag in through. And I put this tag in through. Try not to get any mixed up with any rods. I'm going under all the wraps to the other side. It's hard to do with the camera in the way. And I'm through. Grab that tag in. You could use tweezers to help you grab it. And I'm gonna pull through. Okay? At this point, I can let go with this hand. Okay? It's not gonna come undone. Now I'm gonna grab this tag in that we made from the beginning. I'm gonna hold my stick just in case it pulls undone. Hold everything down. I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm gonna hold it with my left hand, and I'm gonna hold this tag in with my right hand. I'm gonna reach for the sky with them. And I'm gonna kinda just hold it there, not cinching it down, not getting tight. I'm gonna bunch everything up. Okay? And I'm gonna slide everything, all the wraps, not the stick or the strap. I'm actually gonna pull this out, and I'm gonna slide this down towards where I need to go. There we go. Now I'm gonna grab that left tag in with my left hand, the right tag in with the right hand, and I'm gonna cinch down slowly. Okay. I'm gonna work that knot, and I'm gonna burnish like I usually do. I'm using my thumb on this. It just comes to be faster to do it with your thumb. And I'm gonna push this tight against the wraps. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Okay, spin around. Oh, we're bunched up here. I'm gonna pull it back. Okay, I'm gonna keep working it until I get it right. Okay. Tightening, burnishing, spinning, pulling it out, flattening. Typical stuff what you do with your regular wraps. And then you come back around and cut your tag ends off with your scissors and stuff them underneath using a pointed end, you know, your typical rod wrapping stuff. And you keep going from there. And eventually this method will get faster and faster because there's no masking tape to stick to the rod and you have to get a new piece of tape or reuse that tape or anything like that. It's done. Next I'll show you how to use the copper wire. Alright, so copper wire, I use a copper wire because it's very malleable compared to like other steel wires or galvanized wire. And I'm going to do the same thing what I did with the cable ones, but I'm going to use this copper wire instead. You know, this is a big piece. You can cut yours down, whatever you need. I'm going to take my wire, kind of wrap it around. I'm going to bring this down and make sure that this is insulated. It has a coating on it because, you know, copper can scratch your blank. Make sure you have no bare copper wire that you're going to use. And I'm simply just going to wrap this copper wire around. And I'm going to slide it down so it tightens down with the taper of the rod, and I'm going to slide down everything. Now I'm ready to put my wraps in. So I cut, this is going to be a 6 wrap trim band. So I cut maybe 10 inches, give or take, and I'm going to do what I did before, which is bring the tag in away, bring it down, make a loop, bring it down again, go down the shaft of my stick, stop at the tip, no pun intended, wrap it around, not counting this wrap. Now I'm going to count 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Gonna try to bunch everything up, make it easier to push this through. And I'm gonna go right down the side, trying to get underneath all what I just did until I get to the other side. Grab that tag in, pull through like so. I can let go, grab this tag in, pull this through, go to the sky, keep everything together. Okay, holding both with one hand and sliding with the other to the main wraps. Slide that away and slowly cinch down. Beautiful. And we burnish. I'm just going to use my fingers. Pull it tight. Burnish. Pull it tight. Spin the rod. Burnish. Spin the rod. Burnish. If you need to flatten, flatten. Pull it tight. Cut with your razor blade. Cut the tag ends off. Stuff them underneath. Move on to the next one. If you like this tip, if you like these tips that I'm doing, let me know. I'm gonna try to post a new tip every Friday when it comes to rod building. It's there to help people out, the beginners and some of the veterans, to help you out with rod building. Let me know if you like this. Subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you do. Leave a suggestion what you want to see next. I hope you enjoy. I'll catch you guys next time.